There's a baseball team in Michigan that doesn't lose. No, it's not the Detroit Tigers. It's the Howard Township 11-year-old all-star team. They will represent the entire state of Michigan as they play in the Ohio Valley Regionals in Lexington, Kentucky. And they expect to win. The Howard Township 11-year-old all-star baseball team has been playing together since they were 6 years old. It's safe to say a lot has changed since then.
We started teaching them how to catch, and now they're teaching me stuff.
And they always have each other's back.
They pick each other up when they're down.
But they aren't down too often. Howard Township is certainly not lacking confidence.
Our team's really good.
This group of Howard Township boys have won 5 state championships. And the taste of victory isn't getting old.
I like doing it. It feels good. We've been doing this for so long. We just got used to it.
The winning has been so much fun, they started a new tradition. Every time Howard Township gets on base or scores a run, they dust themselves off, throw up their antlers, and shout, "For the reindeer."
1, 2, 3, for the reindeer!
You think it's cool because we do it 24/7 in our game, and then all the other kids get annoyed by it. It's just funny, something to do while we're getting ready to bat, go in the field.
And they hope the luck of the reindeer gives them a chance to win regionals and advance to the World Series in Missouri.
I expect to win this. I do. If I was to take any team, this would be the team I'd take.
If they don't win, they say the most important thing is to have fun.
That we should all just go in, try our hardest. If we lose, we lose. At least we tried.
Now, a GoFundMe account has been created to help send these boys to Lexington, Kentucky. We'll have that link on our website at WNDU.com. Men's final at Wimbledon features Serbia's Novak Djokovic taking on first-time finalist Kevin Anderson of South Africa, and the Joker commands the first set. Anderson sends the return to Djokovic wide as he wins the opening set 6-2. Djokovic never lost control, though. Here, Djokovic serves the championship point, and Anderson's return is in the net, and with that, the Joker is now a 4-time Wimbledon champion. He even tasted the grass a little bit. Bet it tastes pretty sweet. And now on to the World Cup finals between Croatia and France. France scored on a free kick early on, but that didn't take long for Croatia to answer. Ivan Perisic nets the equalizer. His 3rd goal of the tournament ties the game at 1. After going up 2-1 late in the first half, the French score again when Paul Pogba freezes the Croatian goalkeeper. 3-1 France. Then 19-year-old French breakout star Kylian Mbappe puts the nail in the coffin. The French win 4-2. France takes home their first World Cup since 1998, their second in the national team's history. Also, sad news today, for Blackhawks fans, former goaltender Ray Emery. He was on the 2013 Blackhawks Stanley Cup team. He died tragically in a drowning accident in Canada today. He was 35.
Sorry to hear that.
Prayers to his family.
Yes, most definitely. All right.
Thanks to the Pittsburgh Pirates sweeping the Milwaukee Brewers in a 5-game series, the Chicago Cubs now have the best record in the National League and hold a comfortable lead in the National League Central. With a win today, the Cubs would finish 4-2 on their West Coast trip. Cubs in San Diego against the Padres in the first. Addison Russell singles up the middle to give the Cubs the 1-run lead. In the next inning, Jason Hayward hits it in the same exact spot. This time, 2-run score, Cubs up 5-0. The Padres got close, but they weren't close enough. Cubbies would go on to win 7-4 to sweep the Padres. White Sox wrapping up their series against the Royals before the All-Star break, and they jumped ahead early. Daniel Palka leaves the yard with a 2-run shot to right center. Sox lead 2-0. Bottom 5, Yoan Moncada touches them all with a solo shot to left, his 12th of the year. Sox win in dominating fashion, 10-1. Tigers versus Astros. This has to be weird for Tigers fans. Former Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander pitching against his old team. And the Tigers liked what they saw. John Hicks takes Verlander deep to left to put the Tigers on the board against Verlander. Oh, but they weren't done. In the 5th, third baseman Jeimer Candelario slugs one into the Astros bullpen. Good day for the Tigers, not so much for the former Tiger. Detroit wins 6-3 in Houston. Day baseball at Four Winds Field, South Bend versus Wisconsin, and the Timber Rattlers came to play. Top of the 2nd, Darren Seferina singles to center, putting Wisconsin up 3-0. The Cubs would respond in the bottom of the inning with a deep drive in the gap by Delvin Zinn. That would score 2 runs, but it wouldn't be enough. Cubs fall 11-7. They'll look to avoid the sweep tomorrow. Speaking of the South Bend Cubs, the best prospects in baseball played in today's MLB Futures game in Washington, D.C. South Bend Cubs catcher Miguel Amaya started in the game and hit 8th in the lineup, starting for the World Team. Amaya was the only player in the Cubs organization to play in the game. And here's Amaya in the game. And in this at-bat, he flew out to the warning track against Tigers prospect Matt Manning. Amaya went 0 for 3 on the day. Team USA would take the game behind Reds prospect Taylor Trammell, who was awarded MVP after hitting a home run and a triple. Team USA wins it 10-6. Men's final at Wimbledon features Novak Djokovic versus Kevin Anderson, and the Joker commands the first set. Anderson sends this one wide, and Djokovic never lost control. On match point, Anderson's return is in the net, and with that, the Joker is now a 4-time Wimbledon champion. Also, a very cool moment, Djokovic's 3-year-old son was able to see the trophy ceremony. Wimbledon has a rule that kids under the age of 5 aren't allowed to watch a match, so what a great moment for Djokovic today. World Cup finals today between Croatia and France. France scored on a free kick early on, but it didn't take that long for Croatia to answer. Ivan Perisic knocks in the equalizer. His 3rd goal of the tournament ties the game at 1. After going up 2-1 late in the first half, the French score again when Paul Pogba freezes the Croatian goalkeeper. 3-1 France. Then 19-year-old French breakout star Kylian Mbappe puts the nail in the coffin. The French win 4-2. France takes their first World Cup since 1998, their 2nd in the national team's history.